Oh, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? What's going on? What's crack-a-lackin'? What the deal is? You have reached Thursday's episode of the Fan Cave Sports Talk. Cousin Brad, we are here on IBP Media. If you are watching us on YouTube, before we even go any further, you better go ahead to that like, share, and subscribe. And the little bell, the little notification bell, if you tap that, we will give you $5,000 in cash. We won't. We might. We won't.
We might.
We won't.
But we won't.
We won't. Anyway, welcome to Thursday's episode of the Fan Cave. I am Cousin Brad here with me on this side of the room.
Where'd I go?
Controversial Carl.
I'm over here.
You over there. I see you.
It's That's controversial already.
On the ones and twos. What's cracking, my guy?
What's up, dude? What's up? You know, I'm here to talk about my favorite thing. Buffalo Bills.
Absolutely.
It's Buffalo Bills Day.
And also, today's episode of the Fan Cave is sponsored by Josh Jacks. It's not, but it is. It might be. It's not. Eat it. Anyway, we're here talking preseason football, and I'm psyched, man. I'm psyched, but we got Elephant to talk about in the room. He's here. Ooh. Well,
it's a jungle over there.
Yeah, it's a jungle over there. Elephant in the room. Today, our Buffalo Bills received a little bit of taxation by the man, which is the NFL, the National Football League. A couple of Bills players were tacked on for COVID protocol. Do you want to call them infractions? Do you want to call them missteps? What do you want to call them?
It seemed like a misstep from our story. But we're going to get deep into that.
All right, we're going to dive in. Cole Beasley, Bills wide receiver, and Isaiah McKenzie, another Bills wide. What is this, like a wide receiver thing? The divas of the team, they just like, whatever. It's just like we don't have to abide by the rules. You know what I mean? We just do what we want. Anyway, y'all know the story. Cole Beasley, he been acting this way since before training camp even started. You know, he got fined today for COVID protocol for not having a mask on his face at training camp for, I believe the time period was above 5 minutes. Now, controversial, Carl, you got the inside scoop on how this affects the Bills as far as suspensions and penalties and what things of that nature. Why don't you break that down for us?
So, to give you the bad news, basically, these players were caught without a mask on film, or either a picture was taken. They were there giving actually COVID protocols and giving them COVID restriction rules, training them, and McKenzie happened to get caught without his mask for 5 minutes. So that's the thing about the mask too. Like, you know, you lower it for a second and you got something to say and then you put it back and then you might forget to put it back. I don't know if it was just a mistake or an overlook on his part, but he didn't have it on supposedly for 5 minutes. So he got fined $14,000, which is kind of a lot for a player who's playing for the league minimum, who said he would even play for candy, so they might have even took his candy.
Ooh, ouch.
If he was playing for candy. So they are not playing with these COVID protocols. Cole Beasley when tweeted that, yo, they got me too, son. They got me too. So
yeah. If you looked
he's getting hit with the $14,000. So I don't know. I might be confused about this, but I think this may be their second offense, which they could be forfeiting a game check, or they could be suspended for 4 games. So that's how serious they're taking these COVID protocols. You might cost your team. Cole Beasley now being on the field for 4 games. Isaiah McKenzie not being on the field for 4 games, and then he's a returner. Man, that changes how they might have to construct this 53-man roster.
Absolutely. I mean, you hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, Cole Beasley is a crucial part of the slot receiver, probably the best slot receiver in the game today. So, I mean, if we're talking 4-game suspension, you out for pretty much a quarter of the season, my guy. But I believe this is his second offense. And I mean, he's got the money, so he can probably, if there is a fine, they'll probably raise his fine. But Isaiah McKenzie, he is making the league minimum, so $14,000 to him, that's a lot of money. But to be fair, a lot of these veteran guys, a lot of the big name guys, sometimes I'm just speculating. I'm not saying this happens. Allegedly, a lot of the veteran guys are higher tier money making guys. Not naming any names. They sometimes they front the fine, like, man, I got it, bro. Don't even worry about it. They paying me.
The other thing is, I think it's because they are unvaccinated too, as well.
Yeah.
So you can kind of tell who's vaccinated on a team by just paying attention to who's wearing masks. Like, you know what I mean? So if you're wearing a mask, you're likely not vaccinated.
Now here's another thing to bring up to that point. Now, obviously, you know, players are going back and forth with the vaccinations. You know, some are vaxxed, some are not. Some have dealt with traumatic experience with the vaccine. Some have dealt with traumatic experiences without the vaccine. And I know the Bills do have a branded mask that's, you know, a lot of the guys wear out there. But shouldn't the NFL, wouldn't it make sense to create like a playable mask to put on? I mean, I know we kind of touched on this last year. I don't know if y'all remember that. Remember when we touched on this when we were back on Blog Talk Radio? They had sort of a face shield underneath the face mask of the helmet.
Right.
I don't know if you guys remember that. I feel like they should implicate that more now. And I get it; it's kind of tough, but I mean, I think they should implement that in the preseason. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Well, they really should have gathered way more information. Some of these rules that were put in place before they had more information about COVID. So now they have more information about COVID. They have more information about the vaccine. They should still keep trying to adjust these rules. But I guess it brings like that wild card situation to the NFL. So it might be more beneficial for the NFL to see people miss games, so it could be like wide open on who's going to the Super Bowl, who's going to the, you know what I mean? Who's going to win this week, Sunday? This is like, man, changing stuff up for the NFL where it becomes a little bit more exciting or something like that. So I don't really know how the NFL really feels about it, but it's crazy and it's a wild card. We don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. We don't know what's going to happen. It is an extra week this week. I'm sorry, this year. Is it the 17th week if you count the bye week this year? Used to be a 16-game season. Now it's a 17-game season.
What's going to suck is that week with no football. Football.
Oh man, that's gonna kill us. That's gonna kill us. Now, 7:40, we will bring in our guy. He's not a Bills fan, but he is a football fan, and he's a fellow Yankee fan as well as Knicks fan. It's Mr. Swayze himself. He will be joining us in a matter of 2 minutes. But now we mentioned these are two Bills wide receivers. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the Bills added another wide receiver to the mix.
Right.
Fast guy, speedy guy from the Washington football team. Is it Steven Sims? Is they pronounce it?
Sims. Yep.
Steven Sims. Speedy guy, yep. Fast dude. Second year, he had, I believe, 54 catches. He had 8 touchdowns in his career. So, I mean, he was injured he had a toe injury last year, but the Bills brought him in. So, Cole, I mean, receiving room is crowded as it is. You with an MVP candidate. I know you don't want to get the vaccination, and we can't tell you to do it.
MVP candidate
is, huh?
It's an MVP candidate.
MVP quarterback. MVP candidate
quarterback. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's
MVP candidate. Speaking of that, did we get
don't think about cutting Cole.
Yeah, I know. No, let's not cut him. Let's not cut him.
No, we're not cutting Cole.
We're not cutting Cole yet. We're not ready to cut ties. We're not ready to cut ties. But let's be real. Let's be real. Cole, it's strike two. It's strike two, bro.
And then he tweeted even more about it. He's like, yo, make this make sense. He's saying that, yo, listen, because his problem is a really valid problem. And even I believe Feliciano tweeted out something too saying, like, yo, it doesn't make sense. The vaccinated people are the one who are spreading it in the locker room. He says we need to go back to daily testing. I don't know why the NFL went away from that. That's like,
I agree.
They made it more important to be vaccinated than it is important to just have the protocols in place. If you test people every day, like you've been doing or whatever, then like you did last year when you were so successful, you only had about 5 COVID cases and there was no really big outbreaks besides one time when the Titans had it, and it didn't even affect them because they came and kicked our butts that day. So like I don't
understand either. All I'm gonna say is, Cole, it's strike two. Strike two.
It's really a case. It's really a case to just kind of. I mean, as much as I know it's their decision to just go ahead and just get the vaccine. I'm pro-choice, so to speak. So
all right,
so the vaccine is like, yo, but you're playing NFL football, right? So it's like, yo, my dude, you're making millions. Just go ahead. You know what I mean?
But it's
then
more,
like
but
for
the
the safety of yourself.
more, yeah, but it's more of his family too, and his, his religious beliefs. So we can't knock him.
Okay, right.
But all I'm saying is, strike two. Okay, there's a lot of receivers in that locker room.
Is that your strike two, or is that the Buffalo Bills strike two? Because then McDermott goes on and say, yo, your vaccination status will not affect whether or not we keep you on the team. But
listen,
but it doesn't.
That's strike two.
It will affect your team, though, for sure.
It will affect the team. If you are suspended, that affects the team. Cole, when you're in there, it's almost impossible to stop our offense. Almost impossible. I didn't say impossible. All right. But
I wonder if there's a way to appeal this type of like decisions.
They definitely get the right to appeal. Like I said,
it's just weird. It's like, hold on. If it's like something where you were off, you had it off for like an hour. You know what I mean? That's like more deliberate. Like 5 minutes, a couple minutes. Like
they're not. But what it shows that the NFL is not playing games with this. They have scouts and they have spies and they have guys out at each training camp looking for a reason, unbiased dudes that you at training camp. You're like, who's that guy? Why does he have a suit on? And why does he have a camera? He's looking at me. Oh snap! It's been past 5 minutes.
Right.
That shows that the NFL is not playing with this type of protocol regulation. Many people consider this life and death bigger than the sport. All it takes is one person to die on the NFL's watch. You are absolutely 1,000% correct with that. That's 1,000% facts when it comes to this. I mean, one person dies.
But this is the thing. This is the thing where the NFL is still going to be liable because they're allowing unvaccinated players to be unmasked. And they are the ones in almost every case where the COVID even got an infection on his class. It's only been the vaccinated people who have contracted COVID. Nobody who's negative, nobody who doesn't have the vac actually gave someone COVID-19. Cole Beasley is unvaccinated, and he was around someone who was vaccinated who spread the virus.
Right.
That's not safe for the NFL.
It's not safe at all. It's not safe at all.
Start following protocols to make everybody safe. But vaccinated people are being lackadaisical and not wearing masks and contracting COVID.
Right.
This is Deion Dawkins. He got COVID, but granted, he only took the first shot. I don't think he got the second shot yet. He was in between time.
I think he did now at this point. I think he did
by
that.
This point, I mean,
I think by it, but he did suffer from COVID. He said it was according to his speech, it was traumatic for him, man. Like he went through it. I had it myself, and it was not fun, man. It was not fun. But we're gonna bring in Swayze here. Do we have Swayze queued up and ready to go behind the studio? We're gonna bring him in. Where he at? Hey, there he is.
Give me 1 second, guy. Gives me 1 second here.
Okay,
you guys continue without me. 1 second.
I want to talk to Swayze.
What's going on?
I'm sorry. Is that a Houston Astros?
Oh, yeah, man. I gotta switch it up. I can't do the same thing all the time. I gotta switch my hats up, man. Listen, I always got 100 Yankees, man. I gotta switch it up today.
Oh, so it's just for style. It's just for style. You haven't converted. Okay, well, we're good.
Clear.
What's going on, man? How you feeling today, bro?
Now I'm vibing.
Now, I don't know if you were behind the scenes listening to what me and Kyle were talking about. You've seen a couple of Bills players got popped today for their COVID restrictions, infractions, I guess.
Yeah.
So they were fined. And what are your thoughts on this situation? Number one, what are your thoughts?
I mean, well, they knew that they was getting themselves into from jump. I mean, the NFL been made those rules, so I don't know why people feel like they are exempt to them.
Right.
Or to follow the rules. It's as simple as that. I mean, they trying to force the vaccination, and I don't think they're not going to win that. I mean, you got to get in with the union, and hopefully they'll figure that out. But it's kind of like.
So would you say the rules? So if somebody says, okay, you have to wear a mask, you're wearing the mask, right? Is there like a protocol to say like you can't drop it for more than like 3? It's like, you know what I'm saying? We don't really know. Like, did he have it on and then he had it like right here for a couple minutes because he was trying to speak, or I don't know what he was trying to do.
All we know at this point is he got. Somebody got him. I ain't gonna say nobody snitched on him, but he got.
So what's the rule? The rule is that you got to wear it all the time. You can't drop it to speak. You can't drop it to eat. You can't drop it to
the rule is you have to have a mask on. If you have a mask off your face, covering your nose and mouth for over 5 minutes, you will be penalized for an infraction, COVID restriction.
Okay, that's
you have to have a mask. So that's
you gotta sit there with your stopwatch, like, yo, listen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, somebody was really sitting there, like
4 minutes and 50 seconds.
Like,
you know, like, oh, hit the stopwatch.
Get him. 4:58.
The Chiefs D line looks good. Look, well, yes, I'll tell you one thing: the Bills D line, the offensive line, better be ready.
But look,
yes,
I'm not even gonna hold you. It's not gonna make a difference because here's the thing: it's a bigger talk that needs to be had as far as like them trying to mandate the vaccination. Like, they're doing whatever they need to do to just make sure you vaccinated. Right. So they making it up as they go.
Right.
Coming up with these ridiculous things to do, and it's just like the union should at least work that out with the players and figure that out. So
right.
that's always been my thing. Like,
and it's weird. Because I feel like they should have had this worked out before time. But I mean, we got it when everybody was getting vaccinated and everybody was going back and forth with mask and unmask and we don't have to wear masks. And let's be honest, a lot of this got fans were excited and everybody was excited to be back in the stadium. And people kind of forgot about. I don't want to say forgot about COVID, but once it went down, people was kind of like, you kind of got a choice here. But when people started, the numbers started going back up again, now people are like, whoa. We gotta come back at that.
And that's my thing. It's like, you've seen it coming. Like, you've seen it start going back up. So what makes you think things is going to change?
I haven't even seen it coming back. I haven't been paying attention.
In the city, in New York, it's starting to go back up. Crazy.
Yeah.
How much is up? How much is it up?
Don't quote me on percentages.
I don't want to quote me on the percentages numbers, but it's rising. You know what I mean? Just know,
it's not dead. COVID's not dead yet.
Yeah, they trying to shut down the city. They trying to shut it down. By the 1st, they're going to talk about shutting it down unless you have a vaccination card.
Right. And one of our comments
it's my problem. It's the vaccinated people that I think are actually spreading it because of the fact that they're letting their guard down. They're like, I'm vaccinated, so I'm good. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna sneeze on people. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? What do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, I'm vaccinated myself personally, and I still, like, because I did have COVID, so I ain't gonna lie. Even though I am vaccinated,
you're double protected then.
But
got the natural antibodies in your body, and you got the antibodies from the vaccine. So,
but at the same time, I ain't gonna lie. I still get nervous. Like, I still get nervous if I'm in the office and I hear somebody cough. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of side eye, like, yo. Back. Yeah, I don't know. Call me what you want. It is what it is.
I don't care who you are or what's your status. If you sneeze or cough around me, if you do it too many times, I'm gonna back up.
Look,
I'm already be 6 feet.
Yo, look, right? There's people in New York selling the fake cars for $100 a pop. I know a couple of people. Feel me?
That's another thing.
I know a couple.
We'll talk after the show, bro. We'll talk
after the show. We can't promote crimes on the show. We can't promote crimes. Legend. They're gonna talk after the show.
But no, I'm not good. But that's the thing, though. A lot of people they opening back up. So when that happens, what you're saying, Carl, is it's kind of true, but they're opening it up, period. They're not shutting the city down. So now by the 1st, which they will shut the city down, I mean, people are moving around regularly. People are tired of wearing the mask. I mean, that's a bigger topic to have passports. So, at the end of the day, those they're gonna go back up. There's nothing that's gonna change unless they shut the city down again.
Right. And the thing about it is it's like, I hope these dudes that's thinking about it. The vaccine is to protect them. It's not to protect other people. It's to protect yourself. So
they gotta cover their rear end. They have to cover their rear end.
That's what it's really designed for. It's designed for you to make sure you don't get so sick. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like I said, Dawkins, who actually took the vaccine, is the one that got severely sick. on his own though. You know what I mean? I don't know if I don't even know where he caught it from. Like, they don't even give us any details. Like, you know.
Now, according to a comment we just got in Carolina, they had a high school that had 75 cases in one day. My God, my God. All I can say, people, be as safe as possible.
Yeah,
be as safe as possible.
Look, let me be clear, right? The southern states, they think that they can be open. And I'm just like, you look at New York and it's like we like the redheaded stepchild, like we the ones that got the most. No, these southern states that's open, and they're not shutting down because technically they can't afford to.
Right.
You know what I mean, it's big business, restaurants, everything has to stay open.
Right.
So this is two ways.
Actually, Texas giving it up like that too.
Florida.
A lot of spots is not closing. New York is actually shutting the city down. That's how our scores got low.
Well, some places never really shut down.
Yeah,
like I think Florida never really put nothing in place to like officially shut down.
Texas, Arizona, all of these people,
everybody going to Texas, everybody go to Arizona.
Right. But nobody still, but you still don't hear about it. Like, it's severe there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But going forward, let's talk about football.
Everybody be safe. We got to move on. So we're gonna move on.
I just want to say this. I just want to make this point. This is the second time that the Bills have been affected by COVID. Cole Beasley, he keeps being named.
Like obviously, I said,
he's the poster boy for it, right? So
like I said, Cole,
he already can't come to the facility for 5 days, right? Now on top of it, you're getting $14,000. Like, this dude, he's like, next thing you know, your boy gonna be kneeling.
Cole,
Tennessee got hit hard.
Tennessee got hit hard.
Yeah, I was hoping
got hit hard.
When they played.
What's going on? Tannehill has it right now, doesn't he?
Yeah. And now the players and coaches.
Now Cam just came back, but I mean, if I'm a betting man, Cam just came back today. But Mac Jones pretty much got that spot locked up. I'm gonna be real. They had the
I don't know. You think so? Never know Belichick.
I think so. And I know Belichick likes to say that he's ahead of the pack and he likes to do things that nobody's expecting. But I mean, I was watching some of the videos of the inter team practice between the Giants and Patriots. Mac Jones, he was looking sharp. He was looking sharp.
35. But again,
he was looking real sharp.
But again, remember, this is practice.
It doesn't matter.
Let me remind you, the famous Nathan Peterman. I'm going to bring him up every show. We do not care about preseason. We do not care about practice. We know Cam Newton is a gamer. We do know that, right? So, but he's about to miss 5 days of practice, or whatever.
He just came back today. He just came back today.
He did come back today. Okay, but at the end of the day, though, it's still about the game, and I just think that his end game, what you want to call his veteranship, his experience is going to still win because there's things that Mac Jones hasn't seen. There was things in that Giants practice he hasn't seen, and can he run the ball like Cam?
Yeah, I don't think he can run. I don't think he's a scrambling quarterback, but I mean, dude played for Bama, which is pretty much a pro team at the end of the day. You play for Nick Saban, you're pretty much a pro team at that point. Let's be honest. But at the same time, I'm good either way. If Cam starts or if Mac starts, I'm good either way. We're going to dominate them anyway. Say what?
One of these comments says some of these teams are lying about these players being vaccinated. I know it.
Oh, that goes without question. I already know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whoever is Ugenti, whoever that is, that's definitely true. I know for a fact that's definitely true. Some of these players say, "Oh yeah, I'm vaccinated. I'm good." No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't lie.
How you know?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
How you know?
Come on, bro.
And they lying.
Come on, bro.
They got the fake cards. That's what
some of these. Come on, bro. Some of these players said exactly. Come on, man.
The Bills, I will say this: so far, it seems like the Bills have the lowest percentage of players that are vaccinated. So far, I think we're at maybe 80% vaccinated.
Well, yeah, I think you need 77 is the minimum, right? 77% is the minimum.
How's that a minimum?
I think that's the minimum percent that needs to be vaccinated. So 77% is the minimum. So I guess if we got 80%, we're right there.
If we don't, then what?
Then I guess you forfeit the game.
Wow.
No, we brought that up a couple weeks ago.
Enough players out or whatever. I think
but
the game. I'm not too sure on that.
Well, you had to get 75. Was 77% players to be it wasn't they had to be vaccinated, but they had to at least be tested negative to start the training camp. So, I mean, a lot of these players said they were vaccinated, but I mean, they're probably not. You know what I mean? We say a lot of these guys weren't taking steroids. They were. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys weren't taking PEDs. They were. You know what I mean? We don't know what's going on when it comes to that stuff. But I know for a fact, all of these dudes that say they're vaccinated, a lot of them are not. Let's be real. Let's just call it a spade.
But then it's like, is it fully vaccinated? Because some of them have taken the first shot, or some are on their way there. So once you take the first shot, do people start saying like, "Yo, I'm vaccinated"? You know what I mean? Or I'm halfway vaccinated. It's a vaccine and a half. We got a vaccine and a half.
I guess we had to be there. I guess we got to be there because I don't know. I don't want to say yes and I don't want to say no. I'm going to say allegedly they're vaccinated. Allegedly. But we got to move on. We got to move on. Another report came out today out of Bills training camp. Josh Allen will start this week against the Green Bay Packers in the dress rehearsal that they having here this week. I will be attending that game. I can't wait to see Josh Allen out there. I can't wait to see all the starting guys play for maybe a series, hopefully not get injured. You know, let's just pray before we even go out there. I'm looking forward to this. Now, Carl and Swayze, I know we had disagreements on these letting your starters play. My theory was I think the guys need to have a little game speed action. I just watched Hard Knocks last night, and Amari Cooper, he's like, look, I need game time speed. I need to get my game time speed. I need that type of rep to get in there against a defender who will not hesitate to come at me and try to take my head off. I need that game time feel. He needed that. So, but I guess we have thoughts on this. So, Swayze, I'm going to start with you. Josh Allen's going to get the start. Do you think the starters should play this week in week 3 of the preseason?
Yeah, have them play like a quarter. You don't need to have them play out there and play the whole game. You know what I mean? Just have them play like a quarter, maybe a half.
They had the news. They said Josh Allen will play, supposedly.
Yeah.
And
is he going to play the half? Or
some, but not all starters will play. Some, but not all starters.
So is it a half or is it a quarter? What?
I don't know yet.
They didn't announce the time.
But he's going to start.
Might come out there for a series.
Let him play a half because it's the last. Is this the last preseason week?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
It is the last preseason week, but I don't want him playing. I don't want to see him for no.
We'll get to you in 1 second.
He's gonna get hurt or he not. I don't see. That's the thing. When you play scared like that, I never really believed in that.
If you're going to play, don't count.
I mean, if you're going to play, let him play a quarter. You don't got to play him the whole game.
You said obviously it don't count. I don't want to see him for no half.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in the half. He's gonna be if he's gonna be out there, he's gonna get hurt.
We also got hit. This is another topic as part of this is the injury bug. Like we've been hit where it's like, yo, we don't really know what we want. We had to go sign a player because our team's been hit with these injuries. So,
but I mean, I haven't heard anything serious when it comes to injury bug. I haven't heard anything. I've heard day-to-days. I've heard pulls. I haven't heard anything serious. Any like threatening like Travis Etienne. That was gut-wrenching. I ain't gonna lie. That was gut-wrenching. That hurt. But I think Carson Wentz might be back by week 2. And he, you know what? No, I take that back. He was actually back in Colts camp throwing the ball. He wasn't full go, but he was throwing. He was making throws.
He was like 3 weeks out.
Oh, he's hurting my trade for Trubisky to get out of it, but.
But Carl, what's your thought? But Carl, what's your thoughts on this, man?
On which one?
What's your thoughts on the starters? You said you disagree with me and Swayze as far as letting them get some game time action.
I just don't want Josh Allen playing. Like, don't play Diggs, don't play Trey White, and do not play Josh Allen. I don't care to see him. Like that protection. Have you seen how that line? Well, maybe they do some quick throws, hand the ball off, do that type of stuff. All right, go in there and do that.
Yo, you gotta stop being scared, yo.
No, I get it. I don't need no Justin Fields situations.
I get it.
I don't need no Kevin Cobb situations. I don't need no situations.
Okay, I understand what you're talking about. I get it. I don't want a Justin Fields either. But at the same time, I said it before we even started the segment. Some of these veteran guys, they want to feel that game time. It's hard standing on the sidelines watching. I get it. Yeah, it's easy money. And you said it. The preseason games don't count. But to quote Jerry Jones, who I admire as an owner, to quote Jerry Jones, he said, quote unquote, on Hard Knocks, yeah, these preseason games, they don't count, but they do matter. They do matter. They don't count, but they matter. They do, man. They do. You want to see a lot?
I said let them play the quarter. Let them play the quarter. Let them play a half. get the reps in and then sit down. I'm not playing them the whole game, obviously. The game don't count.
Oh no.
You just play them, let them get the speed, let them get the reps, let them get the speed, and
we don't want to just.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired about is the bum quarterbacks acting like they need to be in there for a quarter and a half. You need to be out there the whole game. Danny Dimes, he needs to be out there.
Oh Lord,
who are you talking about?
I'm Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes.
He need to be out there for a while. He need another game. He need another game.
For real. Why you out there? Be out there the whole game. You need to be out there the whole game.
And he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one.
I got my man too. This guy, freaking Lawrence. Let him be out there. Let him get his stuff right.
I don't know. After that hit he took on Monday. Oh my God.
I have. Let him
he took that after that hit he took. He was like John Elway in the Super Bowl. Everyone's like, oh my God.
Game after a hit?
He got up. They took him out. I mean, they didn't take him out like after the hit, but they took him out after that series.
Listen.
Is it me or do we need another corner? I believe we do need another corner. Absolutely. I think we might draft one. There's going to be a lot of corners coming out this year. Mm-hmm. It's going to be definitely a defensive back draft that's coming out. This is going to be a defensive draft coming out in 2022.
We need speed at that cornerback position. We don't. I've talked about this before after the draft and everything. We need a dude who has speed to somehow at least catch and get in the way of Tyreek Hill. Like that was like that plays like in my nightmare.
Okay. Unpopular opinion. And I'm just throwing this out there. Mm-hmm. I'm just throwing this out there. Mm-hmm. Richard Sherman doesn't have a job right now. Just throwing it out there. You talking
about speed? I thought you said you want a corner with speed.
I'm just throwing. He doesn't have a job right now, and
I heard you, but then you hear what I said.
I like Richard Sherman over Levi Wallace.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
And Levi Wallace is hurt right now too, so this is a little bit of a problem.
I like him, but
I don't know how bad Levi Wallace is hurt.
He ain't stopping no Hill. He's not stopping Hill. What are you saying? He's not about to stop Hill.
No, he's not there for Hill.
Find a guy
he's not here for Hill.
Yes,
He's here for the opposite side. He's here also. He's that veteran that brings that aggressiveness. What we thought we was going to get out of DeJuan Norman. He bring a little bit of swagger.
Josh Norman.
I'm sorry, Josh Norman. Who did I say?
And yet he said DeJuan Norman. I don't even know who that is.
That's my boy.
Oh no, I do know who that is. I do. I went to high school with him. Shout out to him.
Right. Shout out to my boy DeJuan Norman. But Josh Norman.
Shout out to his dad too, the chef. Shout out to his dad.
He's also a free agent too, and he knows the Bills' defense system. I know you guys are crazy about the Stephon we got by Derrick Henry, but he was still solid. He got some key turnovers. And did he get a pick six? Did he get a pick six?
He got a lucky pick six. He got a pick six,
though.
I mean, we're up by 24 at that point. So it was like, all right, hey, he got a pick six. Yay. But I mean, all I'm saying is, yes, we need somebody that's going to run with Hill. Hill is definitely the weapon of the Chiefs. But Hill, he did. I feel like Kelsey did more to our defense than Hill did.
But Kelsey absolutely shredded us. It's not just Hill. It's Parker. There also Hartman. What is it? What's the other corner? The other wide receiver they have?
Hartman. They had Hartman.
Hartman. Yeah, Hartman.
It's Hartman too.
They got some boys.
Actually, at sometimes he gets clocked faster. He gets clocked longer than what's his name?
Hartman. And I feel like this too. Yeah, Kringle is fast too. And I feel like when the Bills play the Chiefs, honestly, if we meet them in the playoffs this year, to me, I think it's going to be more of who makes the first mistake. Who makes the first mistake is going to lose the game. Because let's be real. Let's keep it a buck. I'm not. And Swayze, you're going to disagree with me on this because
I am probably
your division. This is your division. But the Browns were like one bad call away from beating the Chiefs. Let's be real.
I don't know. Chad Henne got boogie on them boys real quick.
I mean, that's what I mean. If that was a fourth down play, had that play would have went south, the Bills would have been in the Super Bowl because we would have beat the Browns.
No, look, let me tell you about the Chiefs, right?
Go ahead.
And this is why they're so dangerous, though. And which I'm watched them smoke us the past couple of years.
Right.
You can get and beat a lot of teams. They get down, and it don't matter.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna throw it, and they're gonna keep on throwing it, and they too fast.
Oh, yeah,
you gotta give them if you're giving them 10 yards back All the underneath stuff, Kelsey gonna eat. They got too many weapons, dog. And that's the problem. You might have them down by 10, 15. It won't even matter. That's the problem. You got to run the ball and keep them off the field. That's the best thing. I'm serious.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the comment.
People want to go get a shootout with them, and that's a bad mistake.
I don't know.
No.
Is it though? Is it
Yes.
though? It worked for the Rams. It worked for the Rams. The Rams got into a shootout, beat them by a touchdown.
In the Super Bowl?
That was like, no, it wasn't the Super Bowl. It was a Monday. I think it was a Sunday night game.
Regular season.
They got into the shootout and they won.
Their defense is that bad. You can beat them. But
we don't.
A lot of people don't. They might have lost me. I don't know how many times they lost. I have to backtrack, but they don't lose a lot of games, dog.
They don't.
About this.
They don't. But I mean,
when they do, it'd be like some weak stuff. It'd be like, all right. Or they might fall asleep at the wheel.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It's too
dangerous, dog.
I will. If I had to put my money on it, I'm going shot for shot with them and just see who make the first mistake. That to me, that's the best bet. That's your best bet. I mean, you can't stop that. Their offense is really good. Their defense has flaws. Our defense has flaws.
Their defense got flaws crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's to me, your best bet would be to attack them just like they attack you and see who make the first mistake.
I don't think so.
Who wins the race?
Too good. I trust Mahomes before I trust Allen, and that's not no disrespect.
True.
To Allen.
No, that you're 100% right.
I'm just saying,
you're
I
100%
trust Mahomes
right
to not make the mistake. More
True,
than Allen.
But at the same time, now this is where we messed up because when we're in the championship game, that block punt. I mean, that was it a block? It was a muff punt. It was a muff punt. That muff punt. I'm like, oh, they made the mistake. Oh, we got this. They made the mistake. Oh, there's the mistake right there. We got this game. But they recovered. They recovered.
Well, at the end of the day, we didn't really have an answer for them on defense, and that's
exactly.
The biggest problem. But the offense also didn't have an answer too. I was just like, come on, man, let's get some points. Let's do what we do.
Yeah.
The playoffs in general, we didn't put up the points we put up in the regular season
because the playoffs are a different beast. The playoffs are a different beast, man. Neither did the Chiefs. The Chiefs barely beat the Browns.
But they gave it to us though. They put up what 30 something on us.
Yeah, we put up 24. It was, I think, what was it, 35-24? 35-24, I believe.
Listen, I'm going to tell you. Just think about this number. 4.
Chris Jones on the edge now.
You get 4 stops on the Chiefs. You might win the game. 4 stops. No, I'm serious.
4 stops?
5 stops. If the Chiefs get 2 stops, because their defense is not that. They all right. They all
right. That's what I mean.
They be flying, but they not.
I think their defense is going to take a hit this year. I think their defense is going to take a hit this year.
Listen,
their defensive line is pretty good.
They not losing. If they get
that's a fact.
They're not losing. I'm telling you because their offense is too good.
The Bills are going to beat them this year. I told you that, right?
Yeah, you said that.
The Bills to beat them this year. There's no way they're going to just beat us for 5 straight years. It's not going to happen. We got to get your number one time. All right, you ain't the Patriots. All right,
you ain't got COVID, right? You got COVID?
That has nothing to do with it.
I just want to make sure because it messes with people's brain cells. I just want to make
sure. I never heard that.
Oh,
man, I heard you, bro. Like our defense is top 5 always, and we can't stop it. So I don't know what makes you can.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing. But no, you just brought it up. You just hit the nail on the head. Your defense, Baltimore's defense, was top 5. The problem is you couldn't score.
Well, listen,
so you can stop them all day. You play them, can't score.
We just can't stop them, though.
Right.
We don't have to keep up with them.
Yeah, you guys kept them off the field. You kept Mahomes off the field as much as you could. But at the same time, you got to score points. Field goals are not going to beat this team.
No,
field goals ain't going to win. So,
listen.
Our offense
what did Tampa Bay do in the Super Bowl? We all seen a little bit of
They ran the ball well. Yeah, they ran the ball well. They kept Mahomes at bay. I don't want to say they stopped him. They kept him
threw the ball well.
No, that front 4 was feasted.
But see, the one thing that the Bills are lacking is that they're lacking them big pass catching. Like they were able to beat them with Gronk. Like Gronk had his best season. He had his best game of the season versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's all the
Johnson Knox, you need to pull something up together and do something so we can beat them. And then you got Big Mike. That dude is just too big.
I'm gonna tell you, you got to get that front 4. That front 4 got to eat.
Yeah, we got a front 4 that's gonna eat.
I'm
not blitzing them because if you blitz, you're gonna lose. I'm not blitzing them because we did that. We was getting smoked. We don't blitz them. You rush the front 4. I don't care if you got to put a corner on Kelsey. I want my man Peters. Yes, it is. Peters guard Kelsey. That's a big fact. Everybody else play 5 yards deep. When we get to the red zone, you lock that up. Give them 3. Oof. But the big plays, that's where everybody lose. Chiefs get too many big plays.
They do.
They can't maintain it. And like 12 play joints for touch. That's not them. It's 5 plays down and they get touchdowns. They run 8-yard bombs and all that. The Bucs stopped all of that. So
they did. The Bucs played very well. I gotta give the Bucs a credit on this one. Snead and Allen running for his life. Snead had Allen running for his life.
Yo, listen, we put a corner on Kelsey. That's number one. We not putting no linebacker. He too fast. He'll run it. He a receiver playing tight end. He faking. He fooling y'all. He ain't fooling me. I'm putting.
You know what?
And we putting Humphrey on him.
You know what? He cut the beard. He cut the beard. It might make him less athletic.
That's gonna make him faster though.
No.
What you mean?
I don't know. He looked like a cop now, so I don't know if that may hurt his swag.
His swagger ain't right. You know what I mean?
Yo, listen.
That matters. Deion Sanders said it. When you look good.
Mahomes, he Drago.
You look good. You're right. Deion Sanders, my favorite football player ever. You look good. You feel good. You play good.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be real, Kelsey, you lost your invitation to the barbecue, my guy. I'm sorry. He looked too suspect now.
Money.
He do, bro. Yo, he do. And this is not a black or white thing. Before we even get,
I didn't even know who that dude was. I said, who is that?
I'm like, yo, when he showed up with that, I'm like, oh no,
All right, we gotta move on for these boys. We spending too much time on them. Forget them.
All right, we gonna move on.
About those Bills.
All right, so we've talked about the Bills. Obviously, Swayze, you're a Ravens fan. So the D-line, I am excited to see what the D-line is going to bring to the Packers this Saturday. Now, everybody knows Leslie Frazier runs that sort of package situational defensive line. I want to see what the starting defensive line is going to do. Because
on Saturday, you want to see all 4 starting defensive starters on the field.
Yes. I want to see.
You need to see Trey White.
Yes.
You need to see Trey White.
I need to see Trey White. I want to see Poyer. I want to see High. I want to see. Hold on, wait. Let me finish. I want to see Troy. I want to see Trey. I want to see Poyer. I want to see High. I want to see Hughes. I want to see Johnson. I want to see Russo. I want to see everybody out there against the Packers. I want to see it. At least give me 1 quarter. After that, I'll shut up.
Listen, Lisa. Listen.
Go ahead.
My boy. You know Levi Wallace is hurt right now, right?
Yes.
So if Trey White gets injured, you're talking about starting the week with Dane Jackson and Saran Neal. Okay? No. Do not play Trey White. I don't give a flying.
Come on, man.
I'm scared to get hurt.
Come on, man. Can we get a series out of him? Can I get a series?
I don't want to see that man play that knee. I don't want to see it. That happened game 1. He earned his bread. You went out there. You did what you're supposed to do game 1. I don't need it. You didn't play in preseason last year. You don't need to play in preseason this year.
He played in preseason. Oh, no, it wasn't a preseason.
There was no preseason last year.
Nobody.
That's what I'm telling you. Listen, injuries are down in the league tremendously because there's no preseason. Like, dude, do you remember? Like, it used to be 5 or 6 ACLs per year.
But
done for the year.
But don't you remember? I know you remember this because we were at the game together. You remember we were at that preseason game when EJ Manuel was in. We wanted to see him play. We were
that chanting. Was EJ Manuel. That was
okay.
Manuel.
So
we're not talking about Trey.
So what you're saying is, since we're good now, we're an investment now. We got to play scared.
Yeah, we're not playing scared. It's called. Say, Aaron Rodgers ain't playing. Josh Allen.
I do. Yes.
A-Rod ain't playing.
I don't care.
A-Rod's not playing.
A-Rod is different. He just got to show up, dog. He's different. He different. All he got to do is show up, dog. We're not doing that. He's different.
Baker Mayfield's not playing. Like, it's mad teams that are not playing their quarterback. So
I understand. Okay, I get it.
That's cool with Josh. Okay, Josh is going to be – I'm more comfortable with Josh than I am with Trey White being back there just playing live. Like, and then our whole secondary is like Levi and Dane Jackson.
It's funny you say that, and then when they get into the first game of the regular
season,
they hurt.
Right? Like,
I'll live with that. Or
he got the rust, on when he's trying to cover Juju.
Get burnt.
I said a half. I said a half for a quarter.
I said a quarter. Or you know what, Trey White, give me a series. Just give me a series. Give me a 3 and out. Give me a 3 and out. That would shut me up.
For real.
That would shut me up. Give me a 3 and out.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the actual people getting hurt is going down because there's no real like the training camps. They're not running 2-a-days. They're not going crazy like how they was a couple of years back.
Exactly, and the quarterback is pretty much off limits. Like you can't even I don't know. Do y'all watch Hard Knocks? Am I the only one that watches that? Do y'all watch Hard Knocks or no?
I haven't watched it at all this year. It's some cowboy. Which the hat that you got on right now kind of bothers me because it almost looks like it. But
it's Houston. That's Houston. That's Houston. But it's cool.
but it's not the Cowboys.
It's not. But I mean, the reason why I bring it up is because there was a scene where it wasn't Dak Prescott. What is the guy behind him? Oh man, it's not Dak. It wasn't Dak Prescott, and it wasn't
last year. Dalton?
No, this year. This year.
I don't know.
This was this year.
Mariota?
No, it's not Mariota. It's oh man, and I just watched it yesterday. I'm like, man,
he's on the Raiders.
But I don't know his name. But anyway, he was the backup quarterback, and this lineman kind of, I don't want to say bunched on him. They kind of like touched the quarterback, and the quarterback, I mean the offensive coordinator just drilled him, just laid into him. Like the quarterback is off limits, and all. I'm like, wow, like this is pretty much a sin to touch the quarterback in preseason.
Yeah, man. I mean, they don't want. I remember Watson got hurt the one practice, so he was out for the year. So injuries happen. That's a part of the game. That's why people play scared and all that. I don't
That's not playing scared though. That's like, dude. So Aaron Rodgers. So you telling me that the Packers are playing scared without Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is different. He can sit it down anyway. He's gonna ball anyway.
And let's be real. And let's be real too. Does Aaron Rodgers really want to play there anyway?
Nah, not really.
I know. So it's like, if you're what's his name? Nick Sirianni? Oh, that's Philly's coach. Who's the coach of the Packers? I can't remember his name. Shoot. The Matt LaFleur. If you're Matt LaFleur, can you go to Rodgers and be like, after this offseason you just had with that limbo whole situation where maybe he's gonna be a Packer, maybe he's not. Can you look at him and be like, so Aaron, third preseason game. Thinking about going in, or
Brady is the only two that don't break. Brady, don't even worry about it, dog. We'll see you in the regular season.
Mahomes too. Mahomes
too a little bit, yeah. But it's like more for the older guys because they don't need to be playing all that, man. We know what you
Dak Prescott's not going to play. He's not going to play at all. They're not even letting him do anything in training camp.
He said he's not 100%.
Well, yeah, he's got an arm issue, but he was back throwing, but he's not playing at all in the.
He's limited. Yeah, he's probably limited.
Yeah, he's limited.
Man, I can't believe you guys want to see Trey White out there.
I do. I want to see our guys get that work, get that real time game speed. I want to see that.
You want Devontae Adams playing?
I don't know. I don't know if he's
what are we wasting Trey White?
I want to see that game.
Wide receiver. Why are we wasting Trey White?
I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait until game one. And then we got to go out there and he got to just, now we're getting the game speed. Now it's real now.
He goes against Stephon Diggs, the leading receiver, every single practice.
I know, but they're not going hard. They're not going hard.
They're saying they're going hard. Like today, yesterday in practice and training camp, or actually training camp is technically over, but in practice, Trey White was getting the best, they said, of Stephon Diggs yesterday. His best practice was yesterday. One-on-ones, Trey White on Stephon Diggs.
But you're missing the point. What I mean is, like, okay, how can I explain this? Okay. Trey White out there, in the one-on-one drills, you're covering your teammate, and your teammate just happens to be one of the best wide receivers in the game today. That's 100% facts. But what I mean is, we've all played football. Until you get rid of those butterflies, it's not real. It's not real in training camp.
Okay,
it's not real.
So let me ask you this.
It's not real.
So he gets cooked in preseason.
I'm fine. He gets cooked.
Why did you want him out there against the third string wide receiver? Why do you care?
I don't care.
I do care. You should be going up against your number ones. Now, if the number ones is not out there, then I understand you not.
If the number one wide receiver is not out there, what is the purpose of Trey White?
I'm okay with.
To get the cobwebs out. To get the cobwebs out. To get
the cobwebs of inferior talent.
But you can't know. But okay, let's just say Diggs and Trey White, they're going out at a 1-on-1, 7-on-7 in training camp. You can't give them the pop they used to give them when they caught the ball. It's more of a okay. All right, you're down. You catch the ball.
You know how badly criticized the Bills will be if he goes out there and tears his shoulder or tackling the third string wide receiver. Like,
oh dude, my God, that is worst case scenario. That is worst case scenario. No, I get it. I
don't need it. I don't need it. Wait, we didn't have preseason last year, guys, and that was the biggest telltale sign. We don't need to see.
10 minutes left into the show. All right, now we want to bring up some fantasy goss.
Wait. Oh, we're gonna do fantasy? No, we're doing fantasy first, or are we gonna do the 53?
We got 10 minutes left in the show, bro. we wasted a lot of time on that COVID protocol, but it was a hot topic, so it is what it is.
You talk too much about the Chiefs, if you ask me.
Yeah, we did. Thank you, Swayze.
Thank you, Swayze.
Swayze. It's your fault. It's your fault.
I'm trying to show y'all the way.
You brought it up. You brought him up. You started that, so it's your fault.
All right. Let's get it on. We got 9 minutes. Let's go.
All right, so here we go. Now, obviously, we're talking fantasy football. I see a lot of sleepers out there that I'm looking at. I'm gonna be real. I'm looking at a lot of guys.
So I can put this down on my list.
Go ahead, put them down.
I don't even want to talk about the.
I'm not telling my strategy.
If I tell y'all this, then y'all gonna be coming to get me in the draft.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
You know what? Fine. It's different. When you got red on the line, then you can play that game.
We can talk about Fine. We'll talk about the.
Y'all better do your own homework.
Fine.
Brad, you go ahead and tell me yours.
No. We want to make it an even playing field.
I promise I won't select none of the players your sleepers you're talking about.
Yes, you will. I know you will.
My hand's not behind my back right now.
No, but real rap. This is something special I do want to acknowledge, and I do want to bring to the fan cave for all the individuals that's watching. I don't know if you guys remember this guy. He's a Hall of Famer. His name is Cortez Kennedy. Do you guys remember him?
Yeah.
Cortez Kennedy, Hall of Famer. Yes, played for Seattle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Played for Seattle, number 96. He has not really him, but his family members and his wife. I watched this actually on YouTube. He was number 96. He was number 96, and his foundation and his wife is running the foundation. They have what's called the 9-6 check-in. Now, this is what I'm asking. Since my birthday is actually 9/6, I'm going to be doing this every year for the rest of my life. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm asking, the individuals on 9/6, which is our draft day too. And I will remind everybody on the draft day for the 9/6 check-in. What they do is you on 9/6, you check in on somebody you haven't talked to in years or months or anybody. It could be a family member, it could be a homeboy. And let's be real, we all grew up, we all, hung out with each other, and we lost some homies this year. We definitely lost some homies this year. So what I'm asking is everybody watching, 9/6 comes, check in on somebody you ain't checked in on. Real rap. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a ex, even if it's an ex. And I know exes be crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. But 9/6, check in on somebody you ain't checked in a while.
Don't check on that app. You might open that door. Don't leave that door open.
Why you got?
Don't listen to Bruno Mars and leave that door open. They X because they got X'd.
Listen, I said check in. I didn't say
check in may mean check in. You know what I mean? Oh, he checking for me. That's what they gonna think. All right? Don't invite no stalkers.
Why did you have to turn this around? Why you have to turn this around?
Invite stalkers back into people's lives.
Okay, fine. Then check on family and friends that you talk to, but no.
You change your number for her.
And fine. In all seriousness, though, because we lost some homies this year. 9/6 check-in. It's Cortez Kennedy's 9/6 check-in. It happens on September 6th, which is my birthday. It's going to be our fantasy draft day. But on that day, I'm asking all our viewers out there, if it's a family member, if it's a friend, somebody, one of your homies you ain't talked to in a minute, check in on them, see how they doing.
All right.
Definitely.
Okay, so I want to talk about my 53-man roster. I don't got much time.
Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
All right, I'm going to give you my projected 53 real quick. All right, boom. 2 quarterbacks. We only keeping 2 quarterbacks from, and what's the other dude name? Webb, you ain't on the team. You're done. Yeah, they're done. You maybe hit the practice squad. Maybe. Webb, because I heard you got some coachability issues. I heard you can coach up some people and you can help Josh Allen. Okay, I might want you over Fromm. All right? I'm just saying. Okay? But then again, Fromm, you might be good because we might need you next year. as the backup because Trubisky ain't gonna be here probably. All right, so moving on. We're keeping 3 running back. I'm gonna say 4 backs, all right, because I'm gonna include somebody as a 4th back. I got Breida. I really want him to start, but that's just me. Even though you guys, I don't love with everybody else. Singletary, Moss, and then I got Gilliam as a 4th running back, but he's really a fullback. Wow. So you either got to keep him as a fullback or a tight end. So we're gonna move on to that though. Okay. So the linemen, I got our starting 5, which is Cody Ford. We got Darrell Williams. We got who else? We got
Mitch
Morris. We got
the Snowman himself.
Williams. I said Dawkins.
You didn't say Dawkins.
Yeah, I didn't say Snowman. Dawkins, Morris, Cody Ford. Who's the other guard? Is it Feliciano?
Yes.
Is Feliciano the other guard? Is he the starting guard?
Yes, he is the starting guard.
Okay, starting guard, Feliciano. Then you got Williams on the other side, the other right tackle position.
Yes.
Then you got Booker. He's going to be there. Ryan Bates is going to be there, and Spencer Brown. So how many lines we got there? 7.
Yeah.
Do I want to keep 8? Do I want to keep Forrest Lamp, the dude who might be
You could practice squad any of these guys you're talking about too.
Spencer Brown got hurt. I don't think Spencer Brown's not making it past the practice squad. If you do that, you risk him leaving or somebody claiming him. Oh, the dude Doyle. We drafted Doyle. Yeah, he might hit practice squad. He's been playing doo-doo, so we might can hire him.
I don't like Doyle's feet though. His feet aren't good. I don't know if you watched that detail. I will move him to guard. Yes, I don't.
They haven't even talked about that at all.
I know because they haven't really gotten into it. But his feet are terrible. If you're gonna move, you got to put him to guard. Let him run block.
Wait, Carl. I have a question, right? Because y'all throw first team, right?
Yes,
right.
Pretty much. Why are you keeping 4 running backs?
I said the fullback because he might be playing football or extra tight end, and he's good for special teams too. Actually, no, there's going to be 4 running backs. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to include Gilliam as one of the running backs. Tywan Jones, the Bills believe that he's an elite. This is their exact words. He is an elite special teamer. He's so elite they haven't even allowed him to touch the field on preseason.
Wow,
that's how elite they believe he is. He has not been even able to touch the field, so they're like, yo. Tywan Jones is almost a lock that he will make the team. All right,
I'm with it. All right,
okay.
Defense.
No, we're not done yet. We're going to tight ends. Tight ends. We're at Knox. We're at Hollister and Gilliam. I think Gilliam may have solidified his mark. He's possibly on the team, and we're going to see if it's worth it to keep Gilliam, and he's also a special teamer, to keep him over someone else like. Whoever else, we'll see as we go down the line. So now wide receivers, we're on to, I'm saying Diggs, Beasley, McKenzie, Gabe Davis, Emmanuel Sanders. We're at 5.
Okay. You don't have to go fast, bro. If we go over an hour, we're good. We're good. Okay. We go a little over an hour, we're fine. So you can slow it down.
Okay. Then we got Kumaro or Isaiah Hodgins.
No, he's out.
He's out? Injured.
He's out.
He's injured. We probably can sneak him on the practice squad anyway.
Done.
Stevenson. I think we need Stevenson because Isaiah McKenzie, arm is in a sling right now.
We just signed Homeboy. Though.
Yeah, but Stevenson flashes more than Homeboy did.
He did have a nice kick return.
You don't know what he's, what I'm saying? And he did it on a bum leg. Like his leg was messed up before that play, and he did it on a bum leg and took it to the house. So if we let him sit there, he's gone. So the Sims dude, I think, is really just there for a game to fill in for the role of McKenzie because we have nobody return punts. We have Powell. And I think they're just not happy with Powell.
That's fine. That's fair.
And so that's one thing. So
we
got a lot of tough decisions at wide receiver because either Isaiah Hodgins is gone, perhaps Sims is gone now before he even gets started.
We'll see
how he plays, if he flashes.
Kumaro, can't forget about Kumaro.
Kumaro, I don't know.
Love him.
Listen, do you take 29-year-old Kumaro over 22-year-old Stevenson?
Yes.
But if you do cut Kumaro, the Packers is ready. Packers is like,
I know. They're watching this game. They're watching this
Packers,
game.
The Ravens.
They're watching this.
I'm doing a little scouting over there.
Yeah, I'm about to say, y'all need some receivers too, man.
Definitely scouting.
So if Kumaro can play special teams, we might.
Nah, we can't keep him on special. He's a playmaker, bro. He's a playmaker. I gotta keep.
He's not getting any playing time. Don't worry, man. It's like the room is too crowded.
It is.
Time over McKenzie. Is he getting playing time over Gabe Davis? I'm not playing him over Gabe Davis. We already have our Kumaro and Gabe Davis, if you really think about it. So it's like Kumaro is expendable, and we're only keeping him on. You guys we really only want to keep him on the team because we know the Packers want him, right?
I know. I want him because he makes plays. He's a good playmaker. He caught a touchdown last year.
He did.
He caught a touchdown.
Saying, but that's like, so you're taking Kumaro off the field for Gabe Davis?
No.
You're taking Gabe Davis off the field for Kumaro?
No.
You're not doing that. Are you taking Emmanuel Sanders off the field for?
Nope. Not at all.
Goal line situations, I'm down with Kumaro getting in there. Like, you know what I mean? Goal line. So yeah.
I gotta face facts. We're going for a championship, and we're gonna have to let some players go.
Yeah, some other players, man. This is unfortunate. So now we're on defensive line now, right?
Yeah.
Because some of these dudes are like dudes who can play defensive tackle as well.
True.
So of course you got the obvious Hughes and Addison. I don't know if Addison is a lot.
He's gonna start. He's gonna start.
I know the Bills are high on him. They believe this is going to be his best year as a Bill. They say. So they don't want to lose money too. They have money tied up in him. So they do. They don't want to lose him. So you got Addison and Hughes. The only rock I think on that team really is Gregory Rousseau and Boogie Basham. Like Oliver definitely locks, and AJ Epinesa. I'm talking about on defensive end, just defensive end.
Oh, okay.
The real locks to me, Boogie is not going anywhere. Boogie Basham and Gregory Rousseau are definitely not going anywhere.
So you think Johnson's out?
AJ Epinesa, no, I'm getting to there. AJ Epinesa is not going anywhere. Johnson is another great special teamer, right? He's ranked like pretty high in the league as far as special teams, so he's definitely not going anywhere. So, dude, that right there is like 6 defensive linemen that I'm telling you are definitely not going anywhere. So we got, who did I name again? Hughes, Addison, the 2 rookies, Russo and Basham, AJ Epinesa, Daryl Johnson. That's 6 defensive ends. Now, F.A. Obata, he can play inside and outside, just like Boogie Basham can. So those 2 dudes can kick inside, right?
Interchangeable.
So now we got 7 dudes on the defensive end that are valuable and are going to get playing time, right? I don't know about Boogie. I think Boogie might be the one dude who's going to be like a healthy scratch on game day because you only get 40-something players.
You get 50. You get 57 man roster.
No, 53-man roster, right?
I'm saying 53. I'm including the 4 practice squad players.
Right. So then on the field on game day, you can only have 48.
I think it's 48. But you got healthy scratches, like you said.
Yeah. So Boogie Basham, I think, will be healthy scratches most of the time. Unfortunately, because he is the least of those 4, right? FL Obata, I think, is really flashed in training camp, but he's 29 years old also. So then we go on to defensive tackle. This is the most difficult thing that we're going to have to deal with because we got the 2 starters, Star and Ed. They're both safe.
Yeah.
Now the backup, normally number 3rd person in there was Vernon Butler, but he was moved to like the 4th line. He was like played to the 4th quarter last game.
True. And you got Zimmerman.
Zimmerman is the best hustler on the team, right?
He does. He
hustles harder than any player on the daggone defensive line. So it's like, dang, do we really want? But Zimmer is older. Zimmer is 29. So other defensive tackle you got behind that is Harrison Phillips. He's young, but he's injured.
Yeah,
he's
injured. A lot.
He keeps getting injured. And if we cut him, is he going to get claimed right away? I think Zimmer might be like the dude you could hide. But Vernon Butler, you're giving him his money. But technically, if the Bills cut Vernon Butler, we'll save $1.7 million on the cap.
Ugh.
But that's my baby. But he does have some good potential. Man, it's like, Vernon Butler is he will be the most difficult cut.
He's definitely a red flag. He's definitely a circle. You got to circle that name. Definitely got to circle that name.
He's on the bubble, right? He's a bubble guy.
Absolutely.
Zimmer's a bubble. I want to say Zimmer's hurt too.
I think he's day to day. I think he was day to day.
He came out for a little second and
he might play. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right, DBs.
Number 1 linebacker.
Oh,
I like to go from like
small. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, so locks are obviously at Milano, Edmonds, Klein. They're saying, right? We haven't seen Klein in the preseason like that, have we? Have we seen Klein? AJ Klein, have you seen him in the preseason?
I haven't seen him in the I haven't seen him so far in the preseason.
I don't think I remember seeing AJ Klein out there at all.
Yeah,
Y'all
haven't
running
seen.
3-4. Y'all running 3-4 or 4-3.
4-3. But
Yeah,
we
they run more of a 4-3 sort of, but they run a lot of nickel cover
because
4.
The last year in the league,
Yeah,
80% of our plays last year were in the nickel. That's
yeah,
like crazy. So the NFL, they're just throwing the ball like crazy.
All right, carry on. Go ahead, carry on.
Look at you writing notes down.
No, look, right.
Milano's nice. Matter of fact,
right,
his Madden rating needs to be better, by the way.
Now, look, right. I see you naming all these names, and now I figured out why y'all can't stop the Chiefs, because I don't know half them cats you say. The only cat I know is White. That's the only cat I know.
Wow.
No, you don't know Tremaine Edmonds?
You damn sure know Teron Johnson. You know who that is, don't you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you know who Teron Johnson is.
You know who Teron Johnson is.
You know who Teron Johnson is. You know
exactly.
I'm gonna tell you now, real talk. If you had our defense, y'all would probably won a Super Bowl already. Let's be clear.
Teron Johnson is like rated like as far as slot corner, which I think he played more snaps at slot corner than any other player in the NFL last year.
But he's really good at the slot corner.
He's
good at that nickel robber position.
He played more slot. He played more slot corner. Nobody in the NFL got more snaps at slot corner than Teron Johnson.
He's a slot cornerback. He's an inside. He's an inside robber.
And he took you for a touchdown. Anyway, moving.
No, our defense is ranked. I think was it 13th last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 13th.
So, I got to get that up a little bit, man.
I mean, hey, we were known for our defense, but now we can score like crazy, so the defense don't get a lot of love as it deserves. But I get what you're saying. But you're absolutely right.
Carry on, man.
Go ahead, Kerry.
Great. Go ahead.
So back to our linebackers. We got our 3. We got AJ Klein. We got Tremaine Edmonds. We got Milano, right? So now behind them, Andre Smith has played the best out of the backups, right? In my opinion. He smashed Jermaine Fields.
Yeah.
He also has been flying all over the field. He's only 24 years old, right? So I think he's a lot at linebacker position. Now you got Terrell Dodson and Marquez Lee. Is he still on the team? I haven't even really seen him out there.
And they cut my man Tyrell Adams. I wanted Tyrell Adams to make the team.
I think they did that so they could give him a chance to go somewhere else because they didn't think
he was really good. He had a good pedigree coming out of college too. I thought
I like him. I just liked what he was able to produce for Houston last year, but I don't understand why Houston let him go. So
I think it was the injury that hurt him in the later on in the season. But everybody on that team was injured last year, though. So I mean, that's not a big deal. To go your DBs with the DBs,
we're not done. We got one more. We got one more linebacker. We got a couple more linebackers. We got Matakevich has got to make the team, right? Because he's a core special teams person, right? And he's been giving us snaps at linebacker, and he's been showing up in these games and at linebacker. So before we just thought he was just a straight special teams dude, but no, this dude has been playing linebacker, been playing good, at least in the preseason. And then Tyrell Dodson, who's one of my favorite. He was a rookie last year and he's coming back. I thought he did great in the absence of Tremaine Edmonds last year, and but I heard he has struggled a little tiny bit.
He struggles with coverage packages. That's his issue.
But he flashes. He has the instinct.
He has instinct. But the coverage packages confuse him. Like when they run a guy in motion to see if it's man or zone, and he's out there, sometimes he doesn't cover the flat when he's supposed to, or sometimes he's in the mid-range zone and he can't do that well, and the tight ends carve him up. So that was what he was struggling with last year, and definitely.
I think if you cut him, you might have a chance to sneak him on the practice squad because nobody knows his name. Like you know what I mean?
True. We do. We know his name. We know his
name. You'd be surprised on what team scout. They got teams.
I know, right? They probably got scouts on everybody's team.
Yeah,
right?
somebody get picked up quick.
Definitely.
The guy Sean Wade, we just traded him to the Patriots.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of trades in the NFL, right? Who just got Sony Michel?
The Patriots. They gave up Sony Michel. Yeah, they just gave him to the Rams.
Yeah,
because they're missing Cam Akers, right?
Yeah, that's a big pick.
That's a big trade. Sony Michel, I think, is a good running back. I would have liked to got him on the Bills. I think
of course you would. You don't like our running backs. Of course you would.
I'm not a fan of.
I like Breida though.
I like Breida too.
I like
Breida's skill set. But dude, Le'Veon Bell's still a free agent. Like, it's weird.
Oh my God. Like you just forgot. Like Singletary has just like been killing it in the preseason. It's just like nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares. That's
I don't like. No one cares about that. Like he just been killing it.
Dude, Christian Wade.
Let
me ask you a question. Who had a better preseason 2 years ago? Christian Wade or Devin Singletary?
He didn't play that much.
Who had a better preseason?
Well, yeah,
Christian Wade had a better preseason than running back.
He had one big breakout run, and it was all famous.
2 or 3?
No. He had one. The second time he didn't score. He almost did. He didn't score.
But he busted up.
He had one breakout.
Yeah, five times, and 2 out of 5 times he breaks it.
I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, but we can't call this guy every down back. We can't give it to him out the backfield. Like I said on the fan cave when we cut him already, you try it, mate. You did it. You go back over the call.
At the same time, even though I noticed this 3, maybe 4 years ago, Le'Veon Bell was like the running back to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
but at the same time, Devin Singletary is a unique talent. I keep telling you, he's a unique talent.
He's unique, but he's the number 2, bro.
He's not a number 2.
I ain't gonna hold you though. He's probably the most disrespected running back.
For real. Like, yo, that's
disrespecting.
It's straight off speed. Like, what running back, if you name all the starting running backs in the NFL, they all run faster than Devin Singletary.
Okay.
It's
the difference between speed and game speed. Devin Singletary is hard to tackle. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's what he is.
He's hard to tackle. Exactly.
It's not the most difficult player to tackle.
So at the same time, you're not the fastest guy, but you get him out.
It doesn't matter when the guys in the back, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you can't get to the freaking, if it doesn't produce yards.
I'm not going to hold you. Look, right? Everybody's running committees.
I like him, though.
He might not be a number 1, but in a committee, I'll take him on my team.
I don't have an issue. I don't have
number 2. Okay, so listen. How do you feel about Le'Veon Bell?
I like Le'Veon Bell, but I like him in a committee. Every team is running a committee now. There's no real cut number 1. They're trying to find ways to skim the fat.
There's number 1s. There's number 1s.
But it's a select few, though. But a lot of teams is running committees. You might find 5 teams that have 1 running back and they're the 1 guy. They don't want to pay. Listen,
Devin Singletary, like before the season started, we didn't even know if he was the number 1 on our own team.
Y'all sleeping on him. Y'all sleeping on Zach Moss. It's Zach Moss. It's not Carlos Williams. He don't even play anymore.
Well, no, look. Let me tell you.
Zach Moss.
We
were saying Zach Moss was the starter.
Listen, right?
He's the second slowest starting running back in the NFL. So I'm not a fan of our running back room at all.
I don't. But here's the thing, though. Most of the NFL.
I don't say that. I'm a fan of Singletary. He's like because he's so hard to tackle and he has the moves. Like I don't even think I've seen besides I don't think nobody in the NFL can shake people the way Singletary.
Hey, Swayze. He don't like it.
He's just not fast.
I don't know. It's just most of the NFL owners, they find ways not try to pay
running backs
players and positions.
Everybody's
doing committees.
Yeah, that's fact.
Singletary is perfect in a committee.
I agree.
You're 1 or 2,
perfect.
It don't matter. Everybody's running a committee anyway.
I agree with that.
Keep him how you keep him. I don't think the Bills want to pay him anyway. They not trying to give him.
It's not about pay. It's not about pay. It's about play. It's about how many touchdowns can you score. Anyway, listen. Again, it's about can you score touchdowns. Like he also had the least amount of touchdowns. Listen.
It's always about that.
But bro, he did not play bad last year.
About that though, Carl. You got to be able to block. You got to be able to catch.
Yes, which he's a liability in the blocking as well.
Things. Well, then
it's been in the past. I don't know if he's cleaned that up.
So if he's a number 2, then say that. But I would love him as a committee.
As a committee, no, I didn't say he's not valuable. I just said what I said. I said
now you say that because you're talking like you're a bum, and I'm like,
no. Let me get this straight. I am actually a fan of Singletary. I love his move, but his skill sets are subpar when it comes to speed in the NFL.
Okay, yes,
as a running back, it's just a knock against him.
Speed kills, but at the same time, number 1, Devin Singletary did not have a bad year. I think he got caught in. Hold on, wait. I think he got caught. He got caught in the wash because our offense was so powerful when it came to our receivers. But he didn't have a bad year.
It was the offensive line that was really a problem.
And when he catches the ball out of the backfield, dude is pretty much unless you got 2 guys, he's almost, I don't want to say impossible to tackle. He's really hard to tackle
anyway, though. That's my point.
But listen.
I'm not a run first team, so
it has nothing to do with even running like that. Listen to me. Like, okay, the type of offense that you have, the Bills have, they kind of are lacking speed, and the GM knows it. He knows they're lacking speed. That's why they signed Breida, right? So you do need a speed back. I don't care if it's third down. I don't care what down it is. You need a speed back, even in the even to come out the back, even to catch the ball out the backfield.
You can't. I like Breida. You solved your problems as a committee.
Right. Y'all are good. You got the change of pace guy. You got the scat back.
Y'all are good as a committee. Y'all are good. The running backs is not the problem. The problem is your defense. Let's be clear.
I never said the running backs are a problem.
Oh, it's not. Okay, so
I just said they're not the strong suit of this team.
I mean, you go off of speed, you're gonna end up like a team. I mean,
it's not even that. It's a strong suit. Is the running back a strong suit of our team? It's not.
No, it's not.
We don't have a strong starter. That we
but
say,
really, nobody does.
That's
my point.
Yes,
it's a committee thing.
I mean, you got guys. You got elite guys like the Derrick Henrys and the Nick Chubbs and the Zeke.
You got 5. You don't need. Everybody's doing a committee. It won't matter.
Everybody's not doing a committee.
A lot of teams are doing committee, bro.
Yeah,
I
mean, there are guys aside from like Saquon and Zeke and Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb
Christian
and
McCaffrey,
Christian McCaffrey. Those guys in Kamara.
Chubb is doing my committee.
6. That's my point, bro.
Yeah,
the Browns got a committee. The Browns got a committee. You got Chubb and Hunt.
And Kamara,
he's still getting 20 carries.
Yeah, but Kamara, he's probably one of the fastest running back in football. Well, no, he's not the fastest, but he's probably one of the fastest in football. But he don't get all the carries. He gets throwing the ball.
There's at least 15 teams. Like you said, Kamara. You got Kamara. You got what you said, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb. You got
Saquon,
Saquon Barkley. You got McCaffrey. You got McCaffrey. Yep. You got what's to do in Minnesota? Cook in Minnesota. 6. I mean, let's see, 6. I think Gaskin is going to be the main ball carrier in Miami, right? Yes, he is. No. Yes, he is.
No. We'll see.
I guarantee you that. Now James Robinson is now not going to be by committee because Etienne's hurt.
You got homeboy out Las Vegas too.
Pittsburgh will have Najee Harris.
He said Jacobs already. He said
Jacobs already.
I didn't say Jacobs yet. I did not say Jacobs yet.
He's reaching to have these other names, but let him.
No, Najee Harris will not be by committee. Najee Harris will be in the backfield by himself. I don't even know who their other players are on the Steelers team.
Yeah, Connor. Connor's pretty good.
Is Connor still there?
I think he is. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's still there. They did draft Najee Harris, but Connor is still there. If I'm not mistaken.
No. Connor left.
Oh, you left? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's better for us. I don't know. I'm not, but at the end of the day, I'm not mad with Devin Singletary. I think he's I think he's underrated.
I'm not mad. I'm just telling you, it's not a strong suit of the team.
I think he's hella underrated.
It is if you don't need. I think it is too. But if you got to give him the touches for it to look good. You're not giving them no touches because y'all throwing the ball 500 times.
Because why would
when we score, we're good.
So who you want to take touches away from?
Running that fake K gun, running around shooting, dinking, and dunking all day.
I don't want to take touches from Josh Allen. I don't want to take touches from Diggs. I don't want to take touches from Beasley.
Oh, wait, but somebody got to get touches.
Somebody got to be the sacrifice. Somebody got to be the
sacrifice. And that's why I'm telling you, he's last on the totem load. That should tell you something.
It is what it is.
Because if we had McCaffrey, he wouldn't be last on the totem pole.
But McCaffrey, who do you got? Robbie Anderson is their number one. Number one is their Robbie. Is Robbie Anderson is their number one? So I'm going with McCaffrey all day. But shout out to Robbie Anderson. He just got that deal. Shout out to him.
Yo, let's
he got a deal. I didn't know that.
If y'all was a more balanced team, y'all will win the games y'all supposed to win.
Wow. We only lost 3. Like we
made it to the final 4. We made it to the final 4 out of 32 teams. We made it to the final 4.
That matters.
We made it to the final 4.
All right, we got to dip out of here. Any shout outs y'all want to give before we dip out? Snap! You got to finish the cornerbacks. Come on, man.
Finish it up. I'm sorry. Let me wrap this up. I tried to, but y'all got me distracted. Okay, cornerbacks. You always got Trey White. Levi Wallace is injured, but he's making the team, right?
Johnson,
Dane Jackson. Yo, dude, the rest of these cornerbacks are like now. Saran Neal's a cornerback. I always thought he was a safety. He's on the team. He's the most athletic player outside of Trey White on the team. They already said that. They said out of Trey White, him and Trey White are the most athletic on the team, even over Poyer and I. That's what they're saying. That's what the Bills think about him. So they finally gave him a shot at cornerback. He's been playing safety, I believe, for the last 2 years. I don't know what they were thinking, putting him one-on-one on a wide receiver who's 5 inches taller than him.
Yeah.
And faster than him. Even though he could strive for try with the guy.
Exactly. And if he just turned his head like he's supposed to, but again, safety, not corner. If he would have just turned his head with that interception. I guess. I hope so. At this level, I hope you can coach it.
You can't coach this right here. Like,
no, bruh. That's Pee Wee football right there. Like, turn your head around, you catch the ball, intercept it.
Man,
I was like,
granted, listen. To be honest with you, people don't really see this. I see this. I thought he played. Besides the not turning your head around, his hand touched the ball.
Yeah,
he's right there, stride for stride with the guy.
Lucky
the guy
catch.
made a play.
Yeah, lucky catch. But
that catch was like, dude, the catch was so crazy. He caught it off the dude's head.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Just
now,
turn around.
Did that to somebody before. Are we going to cut that dude now because caught it off his head?
You talking about the dude off the Raiders?
Yeah.
I don't think he plays for them anymore. So I mean, it is what it is.
Stephon Diggs stood over him.
Anyway, all right, go ahead, finish up. You got Hamlin. I love Hamlin.
25. All right, so
love Hamlin.
Love him. He's defensive. So cornerback, we still got is Dane Jackson on the team? Is Cam Lewis on the team?
I think Cam Lewis was cut this week, Tuesday. I think he was cut Tuesday.
Wasn't cut Tuesday.
I don't check.
So.
I'll fact check. Keep going. Keep going. I'll fact check.
Keep going. For the safeties, we definitely got Mike Empoyer, right? Jaquan Johnson, I really don't know if they're going to keep him. He's a special teamer.
Okay, you're
but
right.
Perhaps somebody can. I think at this point with Levi Wallace hurt, you got to keep Cam Lewis. He's the next best experienced corner on the team. Even though I want to see what this dude McLeod has to offer, but I think he's cut. McLeod might make the practice squad. We'll see. Cam Lewis will definitely be on the practice squad if he doesn't make the team. Safeties, Hamlin. Hamlin's a lock. Is Wild Goose a lock on the team though?
No, he's been beat too many times. I'm sorry, he's been beat too many times. But he was getting cooked in that Bears game, and he was getting cooked in the first game too. He was getting cooked, bro.
So I watched something that basically said, as far as range of abilities, Wild Goose, I think they said is if not the fastest corner on the team. I don't know where they're getting that information from, but that's why they might feel like they can coach Wild Goose up. But I think if you cut him, I don't think nobody's coming for him.
It's not. They're not.
He'll like his,
I get it. But I mean, he was getting cooked. He got absolutely abused in the first game. I think
only Dane Jackson would be picked up if we cut one of those cornerbacks, and that's only because of what he did last year.
Yeah.
And truth be told, we're weak at corner. I think we might need to sign a corner. Which.
I said all that just to have to sign a corner. Jesus.
I don't know. Like, is it worth it? Like, do we see this dude having a trajectory to be a starter? Like,
I think it depends on how the season goes. I think it depends on how the season goes. How week one is going to say a lot about this Bills team.
Right.
Week one is going to say a lot about the team. I think we should see how week one goes and move from there.
And who y'all play week one?
Steelers.
So we'll see how Jaquan Johnson.
Don't worry. We'll knock them out for y'all. We're good.
No, I appreciate it.
We're gonna take them out.
So the last three players was kicker, punter. We know they're making a team. Even though I like Bork, it's better than I like Hawk.
I
like Bork. And then you got the long snapper. Well, I forgot his name. Reed or no?
I don't know.
Whatever the long snapper's name is. But he's on the team, right? You need a long.
Shout out to him.
Yo, listen, y'all beat them already, right? Y'all beat the Steelers last year.
Last 3 years, we beat them. Last 3 years.
Yeah, keep up the good work. Yeah.
We take care of them. We got
Bennett's coming at full strength, and they have a better running back in Najee Harris. I don't know what else they added on the team. But
listen, I'm gonna tell you, one good crack on Roethlisberger, y'all got him. One good crack. That's all you need. Tell him he's gonna fold. Trust when I tell you.
We're gonna beat them.
He's doing dink and dunks now. He ain't going down. You get one good crack like y'all did Fields, y'all be just fine.
He's a big dude.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Steelers coming in here with all those fans and all that momentum. They have no shot. So
no. I mean, the defense is pretty good though. Their defense is pretty good.
Who gonna stop my boy?
We see what they had the same defense last year. I love Watt.
They got JJ. They got Watt.
I love Watt.
Who's covering Diggs?
I think they got a corner.
They got Hayden. Hayden's okay. Hayden's okay.
Hayden's all right. He kind of.
That's what I'm saying. He's okay, but
they're gonna double him. They're gonna probably double.
Who covers Samuels and Gabe Davis and maybe
listen. Beasley should eat. Beasley probably gonna eat. Just throw on Beasley.
See what happens. All right, man. We got to get up out of here. Swayze, any shout outs you want to give? I mean, how's Sammy Watkins doing in y'all camp? That's what I want to know.
We've been caught with the injury bug. Crazy.
Right.
A lot of people.
Is Lamar back?
I think he's back, but it's just everybody's been hurt. All our corners.
Wait, Sammy Watkins is hurt again?
I have to look. I think he was for a sec. I know Brown was hurt.
Yeah,
we had people hurt.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people hurt, and we're just trying to get even. Andrews got hurt for a quick second, so we're trying. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get some more info on that, but like I said, those preseason.
Shout out to Matt Barkley.
We lost our rookie for maybe the first couple of weeks, maybe till week 2. So
who was that? Who just started?
Bateman.
Bateman's probably on.
Bateman.
Yeah, shout out to Matt Barkley. He's going to get a start for the Tennessee Titans, I believe, this weekend. Former Bills. I like all former Bills.
Shout out to my Yankees. You know what I mean? Yankees all day.
No, shout out to my man. I don't want to butcher his name. It's Kadif. Darren Latif. I think the guy's name. That's my guy. He's been really like working out, being healthy, and he a rapper, but I think he was like maybe 300 pounds. He's shredded down. So I'm telling everybody to stay healthy, eat well. I'm in the gym. I'm working out usually 3 times a week, 4 times a week. We are losing a lot of people. Go to the doctor, high blood pressure, diabetes, all that stuff. Yo, just get well, eat better, go to the gym.
There you go.
Everybody, people are not living past 40, past 50.
That's
real. That's not even.
That's a fact. Funny, yo. No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Rest in peace, world. Rest in peace, season. Rest in peace. It's a serious thing. So that's why I go to the gym. I lost 20 pounds. I was working out. I wasn't playing. Like I was really taking it serious.
Hey, you lost 20 pounds. That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Congratulations.
Man. You see me, we had the video, and you see me in the gym that one time.
I might have gained 10, but I might have needed to gain 10. I'm a pretty skinny dude. I still feel like I'm skinny, but people tell me.
I mean, but like I said,
I need to miss a couple meals. I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real, but it's about to be big guy season coming up pretty soon.
No more wings and no more wings and pop and pizza and all that. I'm switching up.
You see me. I got the water.
Big
all
water.
day.
Big water.
Exactly.
A lot of water.
Exactly. All right, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna see y'all on Tuesday. We're gonna be at this game again. 96 check in. 96.
Right. Are you going to that game? Are you going to the game this Saturday?
Yes.
You are going to the game this Saturday. All right. We're gonna need your insight.
I will give you my insight. But 9-6 check-in, y'all. We will have next Tuesday. We will have a show. Thursday we will have a show, and the shows are going. We're obviously going to do the post-game show after the game. Carl, what time do you want to do it? Saturday? I know you want to do a post-game.
I'm not going to be able to make it to the post-game. I have a wedding to go to this weekend, so I will not be able to unless we do the post-game the next day.
We might have to do it Sunday. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll work it out, but we'll definitely let you guys know. Like, share, subscribe.
I'm excited if we blow them out 41-3.
There's really nothing to tell. But yeah, we will see you guys.
We were
Tuesday
so excited last week when we sing Boogie. We see all these sacks happening. We see
we were jumping for joy. Exactly, we were jumping for joy. But we will see you guys on Tuesday. More insight, more Fan Cave Sports Talk, and again, 9-6 check in. Throw 2 fingers at them.